Welcome everybody to tonight, which is the annual town meeting of Hexham Town Council. So, welcome. I'm Derek Kennedy. I'm the mayor of Hexham. Councillor here, and we're going to do some presentations. So, I'm going to hand over to Councillor Mike Donnelly, who's going to do a quick presentation, and we'll start planning out some. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Derek. Good afternoon, everyone. It's really good to see everybody here at the Town Council meeting, so thank you for coming. So this is the School Competition Award that I launched last July, trying to get around as many schools as I could. And I gave the kids, the pupils and young people, let's get that right, a challenge. Basically, could they answer some questions along the lines of what County Council tackling, and also Hexham Town Council around Hexham becoming net zero by 2030. I asked the pupils and young people to either create a 60-second video or an A4 poster, and I've got, for example, a number presentation, some of the winning entries. So now the pupils and the young people have already seen this, so this is for the adults because they won't know this. So if you're an adult, I used to watch Blue Peter, and this is a model that I prepared earlier. So this is to scale Hexham Abbey, and everybody talks about tons of carbon dioxide, which is climate pollution that actually pollutes the planet and causes climate change. And what does 1 tonne look like? I've got no idea. So next to Hexham Abbey, with my model, this is what 1 tonne looks like. So it's quite small. So Hexham a day produces this much to scale. It produces 100. 243 tonnes of carbon dioxide a day. This is just for Hexham. Every day we're producing that. So the net zero competition and the target for County Council and Hexham is to basically get us to zero, to zeroise this, to stop producing carbon. So that gives you an idea of the scale, every day 243. So it's a big challenge. Well, it's not all doom and gloom, okay? So I just wanted to put this before I kind of give out the entries. Now, this is something I found last year. This is Blythe. You've got a cable from Blythe to Norway. 740 kilometres of cable. It costs trillions of pounds from the government. Here's our North Sea with our wind turbines here. I can't pronounce it, but that's Glasgow in Norway. And when we have too much wind, because we are a windy country, we send our power or pump up the water in Norway. And then when we need it, they send it back. So you can store electricity, and this is just brilliant. And this is in the northeast. So this is just brilliant, and this is creating jobs in Blythe. And then at County Council level, so I've just pulled out one of the updates. So at County Council, they're spending £70 million on an energy learning hub at Blythe. Why Blythe? Because of that cable, so that's creating jobs. We've got the Hexham to Corbridge cycle track, and that's come out of funding and Living Up funds. And then County Council look at new buses and electric chargers. We've also seen new electric chargers going in Hexham to Losing Hill, Wentworth Car Park. So the chargers are coming in. So there's lots happening. So very positive. So competition. So one of the winners. So the first winner is, this is a very sensible entry from Beth Mason. So can you put your hands together for Beth Mason.
Okay, so well done, Beth Mason.
So the next one is Jessica Thornton. She does one. We're not going to film her, so Jessica.
Yeah.
So Jessica. Our next winner is Katie Robinson. Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done.
And then we've got Lily Brent.
There you go.
And Luella Curry. Since you said and then I've got two videos. Just give me a second. So this video, I've turned my volume up, so you have to be very quiet. This is from Elk Haywood. So
hello, my name is Elka, and I want to talk about how you should travel sustainably in 2030. My first idea is that maybe you could build more charging points to encourage people to buy electronic cars. And my second idea is so like you could maybe put a chemical into car paint and then paint the car with that paint, and then the chemical in the paint, it works like solar power. So maybe the paint can work like the solar power to charge your car. And that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yay!
Excellent idea.
okay, this is the last winning entry. And just along the themes of climate change can be fun, this just speaks for itself. So here we go. Hexham Cubs. Here we go. 6, 1.
Hexham Cubs. Yeah! Use less energy and fly less. Use more solar panels. Leftovers can either be eaten or stored away for later, but they can also put into compost. You can wear your clothes more often and have them down. Do you got King Charlie's.
Well done.
You enjoy doing that?
Yeah.
tonight for organising that. And thank you to all of you for all your efforts. So just so everybody knows, each person and the clubs received a £50 voucher from the Town Council for their thought process, really put some energy into this, and we thank you for all your efforts. Let's go for net zero in 2030. Okay? Brilliant. Thank you. You may stay, but I'm never going to do a big speech, or you can all.
Thank you so much.
Two pages, we go around it. Oh, well, take a seat, take a seat. Right, so we now want to, so that was part 2 of the annual town meeting. And now we're going to do the mayor's report. So this is a look back over the last 12 months. So I'm going to start with a few thoughts on Holly Newton and her family. That was such a sad event where that young girl was attacked and died on the streets of Hexham. That this really was quite a shocking event for Hexham. Not something that we encounter around here. It was really sad, and I really feel sorry for the family. And I think they've conducted themselves with such dignity in this last period of time, and they've been under such pressure. So that's just an awful thing that happened here. There's also been such drama internationally, resulting in new friends coming to Hexham from Ukraine and being housed by many in Hexham. And we thank all those who offered their homes to and befriending the Ukrainian community. In May this year, I'll have completed 20 years as a town councillor. And these last 2 have been my favourite time. A very thanks to all the councillors here for the support and to the town clerk. And we also say thank you to our previous clerk, Jane Kevin, and a happy retirement to her. We also thank Claire Mwandi, who was our project officer for the last year, who's gone on to get a job at the Forum Cinema as the general manager. We also thank Stephen English for his leadership at the cemetery and the staff there who do such a sterling job and who win many awards at that cemetery. Special thanks to all the big partner groups of Hexham, Town Council, we have the Hexham Community Partnership, the Hexham Youth Initiative, Northumberland County Council, among many others who really play a key role in making Hexham the special place it is. We have many volunteers who put so much effort into Hexham, and it goes unnoticed, but it's the rich fabric that makes Hexham. All those people contributing their time and giving something back to society. My reflections on the last year is that we could continue to galvanise and work with our enthusiastic councillors in delivering for Hexham. No one has a monopoly on good ideas. It's only by working together and being constructive that we optimise performance. We do have our moments where we do conflict and we do clash, but we learn from that, and it's we have to be positive about the future and really by being positive and being creative, we come up with good solutions. We have ambitious plans. Seen some great achievements, and this resulted in Hexham being named one of the happiest places in Great Britain. We were the happiest place, which was an amazing honour last year. We came fourth nationally this year, but we were the only town, or only settlement in the northeast to make it into the top 40. So we continue to be a great place to live. As a town council, we've continued our successful Saturday markets, stalls, meeting our residents, talking with them, conversing with them, swapping ideas, and that's been a great step forward for an outward-reaching council that we are. We've increased our social media presence, having regular stories in the newspapers, Hexham TV, Hexham Courant, and the Tyne Valley Express, to name just a few. And we've also had quite a lot of coverage on the local TV and the national TV as well, so that's positive. With core music, we've created the bandstand sessions that regularly attract over 200 people and showcase local talent. The bandstand session has returned this summer for its third year, which is great news. We've had the third Net Zero Fair, which was popular with many stalls highlighting the huge amount of activity conducted in the town and in the area. And we continue to be an official living wage employer to ensure our employees receive reasonable pay and ensure a good standard of living. The Hexham in Bloom volunteers continued their excellent work in making the town look colourful, and we won a great number of awards in Northumberland in Bloom last year. And we understand that this is a very important thing for our residents, and we continue to support our kind volunteers who put a lot of effort in. The cemetery, which is a great sentimental value, is to so many to achieve the Green Flag of Excellence once again. We have a biodiversity plan being delivered with Hexham Spaces for Nature to develop a sustainable planting at the cemetery and across the town. We are looking to introduce new meadows near Shores Park this year. Grow Hexham provides locally grown food accessible to everyone. A tool share and repair shed means anyone who can use good quality gardening equipment for free. Our relationship with the Hexham Community Partnership has never been better, resulting in more conversations and more positive working together on all our joint ventures. We are looking to take on the November fireworks from the round table, and planning is taking place. We know this is a key event in the town calendar and we want to protect it. Spook Night is still a big draw to the town, and we thank Jez Light for all his hard work to deliver that event. The Hexham Youth Initiative has done fantastic work again, and we've just delivered the wonderful skateboard park in the Seal, and that's took many years of planning, and we thank Keita Norman and all the volunteers for their support in making that delivered, and we've seen how popular that is already, so it's really good. Remembrance Day results in over 2,000 people attending the service, and I was very moved when reading out short biographies of some of the Hexham people named on the memorial. Christmas lights is popular, and we had our biggest attendance yet. We thank Santa and those who make it such a special evening. The Dark Skies Choir were a welcome addition. The festoon lights which made the park magical during the winter months, and we are proud of them. The second Lantern Parade resulted in an impromptu party in the marketplace with the excellent Baghdadis playing the music. We held the Jubilee celebrations in the marketplace and other parts of the town. Our Queen sadly died with a service held in the Abbey, and I was the first mayor to read the Royal Proclamation as Charles III took the throne. My favourite event of the year was the celebration of the 800 years of Hexham Park. A fabulous day took place as we took the town on a journey through 800 years of history. We had a great number of tourists come due to the BBC TV news article, and our town criers, Joe Mills and Helen Weymouth, being thrust to the fore and demonstrating their almighty skills. We continue our constructive relationship with EGA, the largest private employer in Northumberland, and we also look forward to the Hexham Action Zone delivering in the year to come, which will bring some mighty improvements and refurbishments to that area of town, which does look a bit tired in certain places, but we've seen examples of what this can do with the Coach and Horses local pub opening, and what a fantastic job they've done there. We welcome our friends from our town twins, with the friends from the town of Noyon coming very, very soon. I visited Noyon last year, and it was great to be again with the friends of our town, because I've been such a large gap due to COVID. So it's great that all those relationships are being reborn and re-strengthened again as we go forward, and there'll be relationships cemented again with them, Metzingen with Germany also. So an excellent year, really pleased, lots of things happening as always. We look forward to the future. We have many things lined up, such as an event for the coronation, Charles III this year, and various other things that are going on. So excellent place to be, people. It's a great place to be. So thank you very, very much. Okay, thank you. So if I might just public questions. Are there any public questions on the end of
Two things actually. Philip Clark, Hexham resident. The acoustics in this room at the moment seem to be an awful lot better than the Great Hall. Would it be possible for the public to hold the meetings in here in future? The other thing, yes. That was very quick. The other thing is, there's a road which goes up Argyle Terrace, heads towards Marks and Spencer's, comes to the roundabout and goes straight up the hill into the council estate. Now, if you come the opposite way, there's two notices up. I forget exactly what they say, but really what it means is there's no public right of way. Now, there must be, because Hexham people call that the Mart Bank. It was there when the Mart was there. Possibly it has been moved a little bit to accommodate all the works at Marks and Spencer's. But I can't see how it's not still a public right of way. And I was just wondering if the council could find out exactly what's going to happen there.
Very good. We'll hand that over to Susan.
Yes, I will certainly look into that for you. What's your name?
Philip Clark,
Philip Clark.
without a name, one L in Philip.
Can I get your email later?
Sorry?
Can I get an email from you later? An email.
KC 374 at outlook.com.
Right. Thank you. Right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
My question was about improving the street through Hexham. Has there been some consideration about the old bus depot station included in that?
So the answer to that is no, because that's a separate and private land, owned by a separate and private landlord. Obviously, we want things to happen there. I know that the council continues to speak with the private landlord about what can be done. But it isn't pretty. But all the public realm, which is the pavements, the roadways, lighting, etc., all the way up Priest Popple, the Barrow Hill, is all in the public realm, and those are the things that will be attended to.
And with the great influx of people coming into town, room the toilets being finished by then?
June.
Sorry?
June.
You said March.
They pushed it back again. They sent another email the other day. I thought, I'm going to remember this for the meeting, and it's June.
Just a feedback information, Mr. Mayor. In July 21, I had a conversation with the Northumberland County Council countryside officer, asking to improve the paths in the cellar. And I saw lately that the after the east, the west end has been improved, which I was much appreciated. And I sent a reply. Thank you very much.
Thanks, sir. Good. Right. Good. Right, so that is the end of the annual town meeting. We will now go to the all right, so I hereby give notice of the Hexham Town Council on Monday the 17th of April 2023. So the first agenda item is council here questions from Hexham residents regarding matters on the agenda related to Hexham. Is there any further questions? No? Apologies for absence.
I've just written that down as well. Ariane Baker, Councillor Beatty, Councillor Faye Hartland, and Councillor Espinel.
Yes.
Four.
Go ahead.
I think Councillor Watson's apologies.
Yes, Steve.
I did have a lead, Councillor Sesford maybe lead.
Right. Okay. Anyone else? No? Okay. Declarations of interest. Any declarations of interest? No. Absolutely no interest. Number 4, to agree minutes of the council meeting held on the 13th of May enclosed. So that is page 3, 4, and page 5. Permission to sign, please. Okay. Matters arising not on the agenda for a vote only if any. Anything raised? No? Okay. Mayor's announcements. Well, I think I've done enough announcements. So, what not? That's how it is. What else? Yes, so we had the opening of the skateboard park, which was great. I was so delighted that we had so many people turn up. And I was speaking to Councillor Hall, and we were just reminiscing about how long the plans for the skateboard had taken. It was probably 5 years. Obviously, COVID got in the way, delayed things by 2 or 3 years, but it just shows you these ideas take a long time to turn from the germ of an idea into something hard and deliverable. So over £100,000 being raised to deliver the skateboard park. And it was funny, so I was looking at some of the people who were there at the skateboard park, you're thinking, some of them were now in their early 20s, you're thinking they were probably in their mid-teens when the idea of having a skate park. So it's quickly how quickly time goes away, people mature and stuff. But it's actually nice to see some of the more mature, adults are still actually skating, which is really good. So, but now it looks amazing, so it's very, very pleasing. That's really good. I'll leave it. Number 7, to agree accounts for payment. Is that the name?
No,
Sorry.
sorry,
There you go.
it's very small.
It is. I'll get you go. Any questions on the payment?
I've got questions. We're looking at the staff salary and wages between January and February. There's a 30% increase. I'm wondering where's the 30% increase coming from?
I can probably, I was actually being paid the wrong wage when I arrived and I hadn't noticed. So when I did notice, they then obviously did a backdated lump sum which was very nice, and I happened to be on holiday when I got it, so that was great. But that's definitely one of the reasons why that would be.
Yeah, but it's gone up, not gone down.
No, that's what I mean it with.
Okay.
I was being paid,
Oh, I see.
paid less than what I was supposed to be, originally from September.
Okay.
Any more questions? Mike, yeah?
Are these the accounts that are sent on
No, I
Sunday?
provided a new set today, and there's a hard copy there.
Sorry, can I have a look at the copy, because there were some errors.
Yeah, and I reported those to the accountant, so, I mean, that, the actual expenditure is correct, just not the totals, that total at the bottom. So you can note these, pending confirmation by, or by the accountant.
Yeah, so I spotted 3 errors, so yeah, so the totals were incorrect. There were 2 line items where the total didn't match the net and VAT. And then the mayor's allowance column didn't add up. So did you, did you check? I've just not seen these, that's all. I was looking at them this morning. So yes, I've got a query around the errors.
The payments themselves have already physically been made. If it's the report that you need, I can certainly create a new report, circulate that, and have that come to the following meeting.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Okay. Number 8 is to note the draft minutes enclosed of the council meetings held in March. So we have on page 6 the planning and infrastructure, so page 6, and page 7, and page 8. Anything to report from that? Okay. Next item is planning and infrastructure held on the 28th of March, and that's page 9. Jenny, will bring you in.
Just to note that I attended that meeting.
Oh,
late. Yeah, because I was coming home from work. Thank you.
So it's just add you in as president.
Yes.
Okay.
That's on 28.
28, page 9. Okay. Page 10. And page 11. Okay. And page 12. Good. Right, the next one is the community engagement meeting on 16 March 2023. Page 13. Page 14.
Just to point out, on item 899, Hexham fireworks, it says that the annual firework event has historically been run by Tyndale Lions Club, but that's incorrect.
That's it, yeah, that's it. First of all. No, was it round? That's a round table.
Right.
Was that right? Oh, gosh.
I'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. I'll always get mixed up between. Right. Thanks a lot, Tom. Next item is the finance and general purposes meeting of 27th of March. Page 15 and 16. Okay. The note correspondence received.
To be honest with you, just the usual. So we're going to say now e-news, can e-news, Northumberland CVA support services, e-bulletins, Christmas Club, RSN Rural Funding Digest.
Right, and the final item is number 10, any urgent matters. So I've not heard anything from anybody. Anybody got any urgent matters? No, that's the end of that matter.
That's a record. Wow.